From the clothes that people wear to the food that they eat, agriculture is connected to every aspect of the world. As a whole, the United States exported over $135.5 billion worth of agriculture around the world in 2016 alone. Despite the fact that the agriculture industry is one of the most important industries in the world, it is also one of the most overlooked and underappreciated industries. Farming began around 10,000 BC during the first agricultural revolution, making farming one of the most oldest practices in the world. During the first agricultural revolution, 8 crops called founder crops appeared. These 8 crops consisted of emmer wheat, acorn wheat, hulled barley, peas, lentils, bitter vetch, chickpeas, and flax. Since the first agricultural revolution, the farming industry has continued to grow. Those that are connected to the farming industry are the ones that now supply the food needed for people all around the world. On average, one United States farmer feeds about 165 people. Even though one farmer already provides the food necessary to feed so many people, the growing global population is expected to increase even more over the next few decades. This population increase, both in the United States and globally, will require all farmers to grow and produce nearly 70% more food than they already do on an annual base. By having to produce 70% more food annually, a single United States farmer will then feed around 280 people globally than the 165 people that they do regularly. Despite the ever-growing increase in world population, farming and ranching families only make up about 2% of the United States population. Similar to farming, the ranching subsector plays a major role in why agriculture is so important. Ranching is defined as the practice of raising herds or large animals in tracts of land. Beginning in the Middle Ages, ranching and livestock industry is growing faster than any other agriculture subsector, both in the United States and around the world. And even though ranching began in the Middle Ages, it wasn't until 1000 CE that people began raising larger herds of livestock on extensive grazing lands. Ranching as a whole is a vital part of economic and rural development around the world. The ranching industry provides an efficient way for ranchers to raise livestock to provide meat, dairy products, and raw materials for fabrics to people all around the world. These factors play a role in the overall economic and rural development because the buy and trade aspect of these products allow for economic flow. Despite what many people may believe, ranching also has many positive effects on the environment, just as the industry does on the economy. In states that are known for wildfires, such as California, ranching is known to help reduce the risk of these wildfire outbreaks. By allowing cattle to graze in these high-risk areas, the cattle eat the dry grass that typically fuel wildfires. While ranching may not be a permanent solution to completely end these wildfires, the practice does help reduce the overall risk. As the fastest-growing subsector, the ranching industry provides both economic and environmental advantages to both the United States and countries around the world.